The next big game Nintendo is releasing is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming out in May. And people seem to think that this is Nintendo's last big game for the Switch, so they can focus on the new console. And of course, with it being February, new rumors are emerging about a new Nintendo Direct. So all of this got me thinking, what will Nintendo's future look like? Will the next console be a Nintendo Switch 2 or Pro, or will it be a totally brand new console? Or will they just stick to the Switch longer? Well, we're going to be talking about all that in today's video, and also addressing the rumors for this brand new Direct. Before we get started, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. Now, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about this rumored upcoming Nintendo Direct. Since it's February and February Nintendo Directs have been happening for years now, people assume that something is coming up soon, and I have to believe them. It's like with their September Nintendo Directs, it's been going on for a long time, and so has February. People also seem to think it's going to happen the week of the 6th, but me personally, I think it's going to happen the week of the 13th, but it could be either one. I'm going to talk about my predictions later on, because the next thing I'm going to talk about is kind of related to the same topic. Next, let's talk about this new console that Nintendo is supposedly making. Rumors are emerging that after the last big Switch game releases, Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo is focusing on making a new console. Now that I think about it, that doesn't really make any sense because we're also supposed to get Pikmin 4 this year. But anyways, the Switch has been out for 6 years, turning 7 next month, so it could be true. Nintendo's average lifespan of a home console is usually 5 to 7 years, so to me, I can either go 50-50 on this rumor. One side of me wants to believe it because the Switch has almost reached the end of its lifetime, and the other half doesn't want me to believe it because the Switch is quite literally the most popular Nintendo console, taking the best-selling Nintendo home console with the previous console being the Wii. And we all know how popular the Wii was. So knowing Nintendo, are they really ready to give it up? Its game collection is not just filled with ports, but some of the most popular games right now. So yeah, that's why I'm 50-50 on that. Other rumors are emerging about what the next console is going to be. Of course, we got the dreaded Nintendo Switch Pro rumors that have been going on for a long time. So now that it's 2023, rumors have been spreading off and on about a new Nintendo console. But in the middle of all that, Nintendo did announce and release the OLED Switch, but it just got a bigger screen, better kickstand, and that's pretty much it. It's not the Pro everyone was expecting. But I did do some digging to find some more details, and here's what I found. I found comments from the Nintendo president, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so here it is on the screen, and he basically said that the Switch was only in the middle of its lifetime, meaning we're probably nowhere near the end, but we're getting there. But he said that a year ago, but we're still in the middle probably. But he also said in many words that they're slowly and cautiously approaching the Switch's successor release because he doesn't want a repeat of what happened with the Wii U, which was a massive failure, which doesn't make sense because the Wii U is a great console, but anyways. But months after that, he was asked again about the next console or the new Switch, but declined to comment on it. And that was the only Nintendo official comment that was shared recently. Then after that, there were rumors that the Switch Pro was in fact real, but it was scrapped due to Nintendo wanting to focus on making the next gen console. Now, as recent rumors emerged, the Nintendo Switch Pro /2/something is back, with people thinking it's hitting shelves in 2024 or 2025. This I will actually believe. As I said, the Switch's 7th anniversary is coming up, so it could be the end of Switch's lifetime despite Nintendo's president saying we're just in the middle. But we all gotta remember that these are unofficial sources. But something we actually know the truth is that Nintendo and all the other big gaming companies, Xbox and Sony, is not appearing at E3. So basically, even though E3 didn't give an official statement, E3 is done. It's canceled this year. Again, Nintendo gave an official statement for this, basically saying they chose not to be there because of a light second half release schedule. As for the other companies, I have no idea why they dropped out. But with all these rumors and the president saying they're cautiously approaching the release of this new console and Nintendo dropping out of E3, that's gotta be some sort of sign. But whatever the next console is, Nintendo obviously wants to make it different from the Switch. I found one more comment from the president of Nintendo, and he said once again that they want to continue to provide entertainment that is different from others. And of course, we see this with every console. For example, the Wii brought us a new way of motion controls, and the Switch brought us a way to play on the TV as a home console and on the go as a handheld. So Nintendo is focusing on what next unique thing they can do. So this also has people wondering, if we're not getting a new console this year, and there's not another big game after Tears of the Kingdom, what is the lineup for 2023? It's obviously just going to be small games, and like I said, Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4 are coming this year. We also got Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe coming this month, but other than those, we basically got a small release schedule. And this all brings me back to Nintendo Direct predictions. As we have just mentioned, there is a small schedule this year, so in the Direct, they're probably just going to talk about the Mario movie since it's coming out only 2 months from now. We're definitely getting more information on Tears of the Kingdom, and they could possibly announce a whole direct for it, since they like to make a separate direct based off of one game, and since Tears of the Kingdom is quite literally the most anticipated game of the year, they have to make one for it. Probably some more information on Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and while it's probably not going to be a full gameplay trailer, we might hear something about Pikmin 4. And as we all know, it's been 4 years since we last heard about Metroid Prime 4. I'm not saying to get your hopes up, but it's 2023 now. We could at least get an announcement trailer for it saying 2024 or something. That or there's going to be nothing and they're just saving it for the next console. And remember, the Mario movie is coming out in 2 months. They could announce some type of game relating to the Mario movie. And also, people think that Nintendo is finally going to re-announce and release Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. As we all know, the original release got delayed because of the wars in Ukraine and Russia. So people think that Nintendo thinks it's finally time to release it. So we could possibly get that this year as well. Then of course we got the opening of Super Nintendo World happening on the 17th of this month, but they're probably not going to do too much on that. Probably going to talk about it for a minute, then go straight back to games. Then we're probably going to get some new announcements for games for the N64 collection. We already know we're getting Mario Party 3, both of the Pokemon Stadiums, 1080 Snowboarding, and Excite by 64. There could be some huge game coming to the collection like Super Smash Bros. Or Banjo-Tooie. Then they could announce a GameCube collection, but that's probably a 5% chance of happening. Then my prediction is a little bit over the top, but I personally think Nintendo is going to bring back the Year of Luigi. 10 years ago, Nintendo made 2013 into the Year of Luigi for his 30th anniversary, and that was announced. Well, what do you know? It was announced during the February 2013 Direct. What a coincidence. Maybe they'll bring it back this year for his 40th. Hopefully, because the Year of Luigi in 2013 was so fun. They had events in games, merch of Luigi you can collect, special editions of 3DSs. You just had to be there. You know, off topic, it kind of hurts to say that 2013 was 10 years ago. It's hard to believe all the Nintendo related stuff that happened in 2013, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Pikmin 3, Super Mario 3D World, and more are all turning 10 this year. Crazy. And that will be all for this video. Nintendo definitely has something cooking up at their company, and it seems like 2024 is the year where all of that will come out, or 2025. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. Also, make sure to follow all my socials that are on screen right now. All links will be in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.